Yeah, I guess it's just different though. I don't know. Hi! Oh, I don't even think I'm in this thing. There we go. Sorry, testing, 1, 2, we're running late.
Hey, what's up?
See, doesn't yours look different than mine? Maybe not. It's all different thingies at the bottom.
Because mine's sideways.
I know.
But yours just has those at the bottom.
Yeah, I know, but those are new, that's what I'm saying.
Oh. Well.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome to...
If you're there.
This
welcome.
living room.
Yeah.
Welcome to the living room.
I'm loving this
I wish
look.
I could be sideways.
I know.
Okay.
That's a good line. Look at
I
you.
know, I
Look
like that
sexy.
one so much
Get
better.
It, girl.
I got a date. I got a date after this, guys.
Oh, well, speaking of, that's our first question.
Oh, is it?
Do you want to just jump into that?
What is it? Oh. What is dating like for you?
What is dating like for you?
Damn near impossible for me.
Yeah?
It's really, really tough.
Why, though? Do you think it's because porn? You tell people, obviously, that you do porn as soon as you meet them.
Yes, I lead with it usually. It's usually like, hi, my name is Sophia Sage. And they're like, that sounds like a porn name. I'm like, that's because it is. That's where we start.
You're like, that's my porn name.
That's why it sounds like that.
Good for you.
Yeah, but honestly, I think people think that they can date me. And so, fans like write to you constantly. And they're like, I'd love to take you on a date. I just, you're amazing and I'd be the best boyfriend. No, you wouldn't. No.
Because you'd want me to stop and you wouldn't be able to handle what it entails.
That's exactly it. And that's what I was talking with a makeup artist on set yesterday. And we were talking. She goes, if you ask a girl, any of the girls, they say like, when they first get into porn, like, are you having fun? They're like, oh my God, yes, I love it. The only reason people stop is because one, they did something they don't feel comfortable doing and they didn't know how to say no to it. Or they got a boyfriend that's like, I don't want you to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable with it. No. It was what I was doing when you met me. And it's what I'm going to continue to do until I say
Feel
otherwise.
Right.
It won't be anyone else's decision but my own.
Yeah.
Or a group decision. If we decide together that is what it is, then that's fine too.
That's
but
part
it's
of
certainly not going
relationship,
to be yours.
Yeah.
But
no.
I feel like that's how a lot of guys are. And I've, dated a few guys that have gone out with that have done that. And they're like, oh, I'm totally cool with it. And then I come home from set and they're like, I don't want to kiss you. And I'm like, do you know how many dicks were in this mouth before that set today?
Right.
Like, it's I brush my teeth. Okay.
It is a lot, because it's a lot, and even, because I'm in a relationship right now, and you have to talk about everything, and even then, it's like we always say, like, you really never know what it's like until you're actually there clocked in.
Yeah.
And it's a different world.
Totally
Dating's
different world.
hard. Dating's hard, period,
Dating is hard
in general.
Yeah.
But then you throw this into it, and they're like, well, you're fucking this person.
Right.
You're doing that.
By the way, you can't have sex with anybody, but I'm going to have sex with a lot of other people.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're pornogamous.
Right. That's a great word.
Yeah.
Where are you coming up with these?
I don't know.
I
have too much
it.
free time. I'm like, we're pornogamous, meaning I'm going to film porn, and you're going to be sleeping with me.
Yes.
But that's also hard too, because then you also,
I know, it's tough.
It takes a very strong-minded person.
I also think about the person that I'm going on a date with tonight, and I'm like, well, I feel bad because he travels so often. I'm like, when you're out, it's like.
But I think that's a good thing, because you're over here thinking how he would feel.
Right.
And that's important in a relationship.
Right.
I'm very honest. I'm like, there's no way in hell I could date someone who does what I do.
Right.
Just because...
No, I couldn't either. No, I couldn't. And that's why I said I don't think it's fair. People are like, oh, why don't you date? I'm like, well, the date in you can date a celebrity because they kind of get it, because they kind of get the craziness that is our lifestyle, and that it's work. Something's happening to you.
Oh.
And that it's work, but I think regular people just don't get it. Regular people.
Normies. That's what we call them, normies.
The person you're dating is in the limelight and knows what it's like and knows what the...
He's at least open-minded enough to, know what it is. He has, PhD in that kind of world, so he's, can process it.
Right.
I couldn't date someone that wasn't... hell, I couldn't even date myself. I'm just happy someone's like, do you want it? And I'm like, please.
I think I could date myself. I think I'm a little crazy, but I think I could date myself. I would just know
Admitting
that,
it's the first step.
Yeah, I would just know that, certain things are going to really piss me off, and just don't do them, and always have snacks. That's a big... I'm like
Always
a child.
have
Always have snacks.
And allow nap time. Nap time's important.
I schedule nap time.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
that's why
sure.
we're friends. We're like, can't talk napping. I got you.
Night night.
Well, this is kind of great then. So, what do you believe? Do you think porn has opened or closed doors for you? That's a question from Frankie M.
I like it, Frankie M. Both. I think opened a
I
lot,
agree.
slammed a lot. Yeah.
But I think that you'd be the same way. The doors that it has closed are not ones that we want to walk through.
Exactly.
So it's like, it closed the door and maybe you get an executive position in corporate America, but that's okay.
Right, and somebody asked
You were
me,
calling in anyways.
Right,
Sorry
exactly.
if I get the tip.
It's okay, they're
They're
out
out
there
there.
today. Just last night, somebody was asking me, they wanted to book me on a show, and this was before they heard my material, and they were like, but it's a clean show, and I was like, oh, don't even take my name.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not, you and I are not gonna, no.
And then there's people, especially in the comedy world, they're like, well, you should have clean material, like that, and I understand that approach too, but like, that's not my brand, that's not what I'm doing,
my brand.
and that's fine, let me do that.
That's for you, and this is for me.
Thank you. I'm going to talk about blowjobs, at least for now.
Right.
Because I'm doing a lot of them.
Right. People are like, oh, all you talk about is sex. My life is sex. My life is sex. People talk about their life, and my life happens to have a lot of sex in it.
But everyone's does. But you're not getting paid.
I know, right?
Maybe.
No one really cares about your sex life as they give a shit.
Blowing up butthole, images of your butthole to sign. That's how much they care about your sex life. Will you please sign this? What is this? Oh, that's my gaping asshole.
That was the worst. But I signed it and sent it right back.
Of course you did.
I don't remember.
It had to be with like a different color marker because black obviously was not going to show up.
In the hole.
I mean, I agree. I think, it has opened a lot of doors. I mean, my relationship came from me doing porn, and I'm the happiest I've been in forever.
Crazy.
Porn brought us closer together. Porn has brought us to go and see the world in different ways that we didn't get to do. We've gotten to perform on stages because of porn.
Yes.
Like, we've opened our minds sexually and just spiritually. Everything. I think it has changed my life for the better. I've questioned everything.
Without a doubt. That out, hands down. And I was talking to a girl last night too, and she was kind of a little stuck up, and she was telling me how she was a nurse, and I was like, oh yeah, I used to do that too. And she was like, oh, why don't you just still do it out here? And I was like, oh, no. I do porn now. And she was like, couldn't be more like, I was like, it's okay. I'm fine. Like, I'm very happy, and I make 3 times as much as you make. I can guarantee you.
Gosh.
What you made.
Gosh.
So don't feel bad for me, sweetie.
I think that's them projecting their own insecurities and comfortability with what they would want to be seen and how they want to be seen. So they think that you should be in that little idea of their
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, boo, I'm good over here.
I'm fine.
As much as I hate going to work, which, every day I go to set, I'm like, oh, God, I hate this.
See, not me, though, because I shoot with now a team of people I absolutely love.
That's a regular team, right?
Yeah.
Well, see, I think it's always, all the different personalities on set, and then, I think maybe nowadays, I'm just a lazy fuck when it comes to, porn. I'm like, I gotta clean out, I gotta put this dick in my mouth for this many takes, and,
Me, yesterday, I was like, it was so hot, and where we were filming, it was, the 3rd floor, and I, had to, he's sitting down like you are, and I've got to squat over the top of them, and, each position's, 5 to 8 minutes, just depending.
If you can get it that long. And you're literally just doing
I was literally at one point, I just sat down on him and I just rocked. I'm trying to
She's
catch
like, girl, I'm at the Cracker Barrel. It's hot in here.
Where I was.
She was just rocking back and forth. There ain't a wooden rocking chair. They're like, ride it. She's like, I need to rock on it for a second.
The director goes, if you get tired, just jump off and suck it. And I was like, that sounds like work too.
Because then you're like, okay,
hold my hair.
But I'm cottonmouth, so now I gotta really gag on it to get it some spit up.
Right.
Does this look sexy? And then you can't see how you're pissed.
No, and it was so
in your
hot.
head, the conversations you're having.
Oh, in your head, yeah, because you're trying to still be sexy. And there's sometimes where you're just like, fuck it, that's gotta go out the window. I don't even know. My hair was insane because it was just sweaty. I mean, I was sweating so bad. I think every inch of my hair was like just drenched. Like it was just.
Those are kind of hot though.
That's what I was saying. It was like hot because we were like slip and sliding.
But it's also when you're working, you're like.
He was having trouble because you know. I mean, I don't actually have to come, and they do.
Oh, yesterday I had to, and like it was really hot and sweaty in there. And we were doing like a yoga scene in like this warehouse type studio, and like once you start getting dehydrated, it's harder to come. And I'm like shoveling like sugar in my mouth. I'm drinking tons of water, and like bloated. I'm like, at one point I was like, I think I'm getting close, but I have so much water in me, and my stomach is a little upset that I think if I were to push too hard, I might shit on the yoga mat. I was like, I think it's inappropriate to go ask for a bathroom break right before cum shots. I don't know. I was like, I wasn't in my right mind yesterday.
Right.
I was like, this isn't going well. And it was, a 6-person orgy, so it was like a lot.
See, I've never done a group scene. My group scenes consist of only 3 people because I only do threesomes.
Yeah.
So
a threesome to me is like not bad.
No, a threesome.
Duo's great.
That's why
6 dicks and 6 holes. You're like, oh
when you
my
said
God.
Group, and I was like, oh, that's easy day for you, and you're like,
no,
girl.
That is not an easy day.
For me, a threesome's like, oh, she has to do most of the work, and I just sit there and go, you guys are doing good.
And that's so funny. Is that because you're like the mom, and you're like, that's how you do?
Mom teaches sex, so I just teach her how to have sex. So I get a dick for like 3 minutes.
Oh God, no! My knees are like burned and like, it was bad. This is kind of great though. It goes right into this question.
I'm not listening. I love that you're like powering through it, and I'm just chatting.
Whatever.
At this point. Okay.
But I mean, it all leads really well so
good.
far.
Wait.
What's your most embarrassing moment on set?
I don't know that I really have an embarrassing. It's probably all anal stuff where.
Yeah, everyone's had a little poopy.
Yeah, where it was like they pulled out and they're like, whoa, and I'm like, oh, sorry. I've gotten so much better now. I just feel like now I know
your body
what it takes. Yeah, and it's okay.
I mean, I think everyone has a poop story on porn, and that's usually the most
If you do
embarrassing
anal,
thing.
yeah.
And anytime anyone's doing anal, I mean, hello, that's gay sex. Like, there's always that uncomfortability. Like, do you need to go push?
Right.
That's what we call it. Like,
push? Is that what it is?
Do you need to go push it out?
Oh, that's a sweet
do you need to go
thing
push?
to call poop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start calling it that.
Like, I need to go push real quick.
I like
right?
that.
So that's kind of professional.
Yeah.
And cute.
And so cute. Gotta have a pusher.
Yeah.
I don't poop. I push.
I push.
It's amazing. I'm never using poop ever again.
So they make you, go do that. But I think in the very beginning, when I was trying to figure out, the length of days kind of takes a while. So you're like, should I, stretch out my butt beforehand? Should I do this? Should I do that?
Right.
Like, you're really learning
you don't have
your
to stretch
body.
Out your butt before.
No, I should never have. I should never have done that because I don't need it. But the one time I did, I was on set, and it didn't dawn on me that I had just kind of douched and also was stretching kind of in the same time to prepare. Mm-hmm. So as I'm doing solo photos, trying to look sexy and turning, I flexed my tummy muscles and I pooped on the bed. And I'm like, oh my God, there's not even a dick in me. Like, I just pooped on the bed. I can't blame that on nothing but myself.
Isn't this sexy?
And and she was like, oopsie. Like, yeah, oopsie poopsie. Like, I literally was trying to be sexy on my knees. Oopsie, I'm like, I can't believe I did that.
I can't.
So every time I see her now, I'm like, remember that one time? Oopsie,
I just love how, oopsie.
Yeah, no big deal, oopsie.
Just go ahead and get a baby wipe for that.
And it was just like solo photos. It was like the beginning of the day. I know, I was so embarrassed. And I'm sure they were like, this is going to be a long day.
Yeah, well, that's like when I was sick on set the other day, but I was puking
on
set, and I was puking during pictures. And that's why the next day I went back and they were like, we all thought you were going to go home. And I was like, no, money says stay. Money says you can throw up and come right back to it. My male talent got there and I was like, oh, 1 second, I gotta go brush my teeth.
But girl, if you were in a cubicle and started puking, you would be out the door.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You'd be like,
I wouldn't have even shown up to work that day. First off.
So true. I'm not sitting on this office chair, but I can sit on this dick.
Yeah.
Like, I will sit on this dick. I will not sit by this computer screen.
Yes. So true.
All right, last one.
Okay, last question. We're gonna get out of here.
And this is from Tammy.
From Tammy. What's Tammy's question?
Do you feel sexually liberated?
Hell yeah, I feel sexually liberated.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you couldn't feel sexually liberated doing
I
I guess if you're not doing it healthy.
Yeah, if you're not doing it right.
Because I've seen some of those.
Yeah, I have too.
And it's sad.
It is sad because it's usually the younger ones who don't really understand what's happening around them. And it is kind of sad. But honestly, it's the most sexual liberated I've ever felt. And now I feel like, I know. People are coming to me, emailing me for sexual advice or just like different things, different questions of what it feels like to have the freedom that we have sexually, because so many people are afraid. Like, I mean, I would have never in a million years thought I would want to fuck a guy with a strap on. Where would I have ever even come up with that thought in Kansas City? You know, like.
Hey, that's hot.
You know, right.
Good for you.
Or that I would, want to be licking asshole or be doing whatever. Like, I would have never even thought about those things.
You would have been like...
Never.
Yeah.
Just taken back. Or like a DP or something like that. Now I'm like, can we please book one? Never booked one. I've never booked one.
What?
I've never booked one.
What?
I have asked for it from day one.
Whoever's on your little thing.
But I want to get paid for it. That's the only thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to
be informed. I want to be informed, yeah.
She needs to be booked for DP.
That's going to happen.
We should do a DP with one in the mouth. That's a three-peat.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
A three-peat. You don't want to do that? It's too much work.
Yeah, it's too much.
What about 2 in the butt, 2 in the vagina, 1 in the mouth?
No.
That's what I would be doing if I was a chick. I'd be like,
I don't
all the dicks in my holes.
I don't understand the two dicks in the butt thing. I saw that yesterday when I was watching porn because I like watching DP scenes. And then I saw
Are you over there like jealous?
Yes. Yes. And then I saw a girl take 2 in her ass, and I was like, not jealous of that. I was like, I do not want my asshole that big.
So 2 in the vagina, 1 in the butt?
How the hell are you getting all these penises in that one little...
Make them sit in a triangle.
Do you know how close a butthole and a pussy are?
Make them sit in a triangle. The balls are all going to have to touch.
And everybody's dick just point up.
Yeah. You're like maneuvering. Like the adult version of Twister.
So fucked up.
I mean, I feel sexually liberated too. Yeah. I think it's because you grew up, in small town Midwest, small town South Texas.
You weren't even allowed to be you.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I was like in the WWF and WWE chat rooms acting like I was a chick trying to get the wrestling fans to jerk off with me.
Creeper.
And I did. My screen name was Trina because I'm the baddest bitch.
You are. I
swear to God, that's why. But no, I couldn't even be gay. I didn't know. Yeah. So now it's like I get to do anything and be whatever I want sexually, and I don't know, for me, being that sexually free and open and just saying fuck you and I'm gonna figure out what works for me, what doesn't work for me, has led me to feel that way in other areas of my life.
Right. No, absolutely.
Girl, I was walking down Sunset Boulevard the other day in some flip-flops with some nasty-ass shorts, just got done with the gym, just got done with a scene, hair looked a mess, didn't have my teeth brushed, and I'm walking over there to buy fleets, toilet paper, and baby wipes. So all of it in preparation H. So all of this is for my ass. I'm just like, I don't fucking care. They're like, do you need a bag? I'm like, nope. I'll carry it out.
No, I don't.
And I text him, and I was like, oh, it feels so good just to be like, fuck you. Because I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
It's like, oh, what are they going to do? Slut shame me?
Right.
Really?
Exactly.
That's not impressive. That's not bothering me. You're telling me something I know.
You're right.
My tax accountant knows that.
You're right.
They know I'm a hoe.
And I don't even call it a slut. Preferably a whore, because I get paid for it.
Yeah, I'm like...
So, slut, whore, whatever you call it.
Just make sure
I make money.
Ringing.
Right.
Someone better be calling me.
Right. Until you're paying my bills, you have no say.
And it's been funny, too, because, porn is also, I think somehow brought me and my family closer together. I mean, you have the opposite, but, I'm talking to my parents about things, I never thought I'd talk to them about.
Now, it has in one aspect, because, with my dad and Nancy, who are just amazing with all of it, just could not be more supportive. Candy and Linda, they are just as supportive and try to be there. I know it bothers them just a tiny bit more. definitely bothers my brother. I think for the first time he addressed me as a comic, like probably a month ago. Granted, I've been doing comedy for 6 years this October. Okay.
But hey.
Right.
So maybe in 6 more years he'll identify you as a porn star.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? But it did definitely take something away from my mother and I's relationship, which I think is sad because I want my mother to have the same feeling that my father has, like proud of the strong woman that I am and doing something that is so empowering to women. And she sees it as like the opposite because she's very socially in all of the shaming categories. She really is, though.
She has a different lens on it.
Right, has a different lens because if you don't follow Jesus, then you have to be going to hell. And I'm just straight going to hell. So that's really all there is to it.
Fascinating.
It really is crazy. But I wish that society would just drop the block that they put around people who have sex. You know, wait, everyone has sex. The people who have sex and get paid for it.
Yeah.
Not even in porn. I'm talking even like...
Well, I don't think the government should be policing people's bodies.
That's what I'm saying, right. There should be nobody telling us what to do with our bodies, what is illegal to do with our bodies. Sorry about that, kids. I'm back. Had to take a quick look.
Signing out and shit.
Okay, well, we do need to sign out anyway. So, yeah, we're signing out. We're leaving.
What do you want to leave them with? I kind of left them with a little bit of something.
What'd you leave?
Just tell them, like, be you. Be yourself. There's only one you. No one can do it better than you. And if they can, fuck them.
So true.
It's an opinion anyways. Just be happy.
Yeah, on a side note to that, what I was actually telling myself today when I was thinking, because it's crazy how bookings have just been, like, happening. I'm booked, like, up and, like, through October at this point. Like, it's just great. And I was thinking to myself, like, I remember thinking back at, like, looking at Britney Spears and thinking, like, oh my gosh, she's this huge character.
Oh, I love
But
Britney
then
Spears.
I also remember her and her interviews going, just this girl from a small town, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, why can't we just be those girls from the small towns? You know?
I totally
And that's
am.
exactly what it is.
That's
like,
exactly what it is.
You can be anything that you want to be. You make it. You get to say whatever you want to do.
You can write your own story.
Right, exactly.
This is your narrative.
Right.
Don't have someone else write it for you.
If somebody would have told me 5 years ago I was going to do porn, I would have laughed in your face. And now I couldn't be happier.
I think it's really, too, just being open to where life takes you and just don't play the game.
Right. Don't do it because somebody else wants you to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I have to
Find
say.
what you want to do and fucking do it.
Do it.
I mean, even with comedy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So true.
We've talked about how, like, you've always wanted to, until then you finally do it.
Right. Right.
It's all about stepping up on stage, if you will, and going for it.
Taking action on those thoughts, yeah, for sure.
Well, Miss Sage is off to a date, so we'll, I guess, check in next time with how the dating life is then. Oh, you want to do the rapid fire questions?
Yeah, rapid fire, real quick.
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs or nothing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Who wears boxers?
Briefs or
anymore?
nothing, yeah.
Hot or cold? Do you prefer hot or cold?
What are we talking?
Let's say
weather.
Weather. Where are you going on vacation?
I want hot weather.
Really?
For
See,
sure.
I want the cold. I want the snow.
No,
and
I don't.
rain.
I don't.
You want the beach?
Yeah.
Okay. Waxed or shaved?
Who's waxed or shaved? What? I mean,
You,
I'm shaved.
man.
I would prefer to be waxed because I want laser hair removal. Can we have? Is that an option?
There it is.
Laser.
I like a bush. I like a bush.
Do you?
For sure.
Okay. No, I mean.
I even saw someone the other day that was checking me out, and there was this woman here, and she had like hairy arms. I was like, I like your hairy arms. Just saying, like.
Okay.
It worked for her, you know.
Okay, I see that. All right.
Oral expert or big old penis? I need an oral expert. Like, I can deal with you not having a big penis. Like, I think a penis size isn't too. I don't really care.
See, I don't
but
know
if you
how
can like get down there and please me.
But see, I don't know
ooh.
how to answer that question because I don't really like being pleased orally, only because
Really?
most people can't.
Oh, but see,
Do
what
it.
if they had an expert?
Yeah, if you were an expert, maybe that's different.
She's like,
Yeah, because I have had men who have like literally devoted like 30, 40 minutes to an hour, and I just like I get lost land. You know?
You wake up and you're like, oh, no.
But what's best about that is when it's not porn related, and I don't have to be forced to make my fake noises, you know, and I
Yeah.
can literally just be like,
Uh,
as opposed to porn, you know, it's like, oh, yes, oh, yeah, tell mommy that's good. Yes, stepmommy, yes. Dude, I'm so sick of saying stepmommy.
I love porn conversation.
Oh my god, it kills me.
Oh my god, I can't wait for this video to be released. Yesterday was ridiculous.
What was the storyline?
I mean, long story short, we were kind of like doing yoga stuff, and the yoga instructor was hot, and my dumb ass was like doing yoga poses, like checking him out, like. Are you really camping it up? Oh yeah, and I'm like stretch. I'm like.
Do you know what's great? The last yoga movie that we did, there was 5 of us, and now it wasn't a group scene like that. It was just we were making a big movie and we were filming different points in the house.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to be the yoga instructor, but not a single one of us out of like 8 of us knew how the fuck to do yoga poses.
Oh my god, that was us yesterday.
Yeah, and then we were like, did anyone know what yoga pose?
That's what we were doing.
And we're like, downward dog.
Yeah, we were trying to Google shit. We had like pictures of like brazzers or like yoga porns that they had. Like, let's redo that.
We don't know them either. Don't look at our porn. Because I'm over there like,
It was so funny. Well, you know, like there's so many different types of yogas and poses, and no one had taken a class. So like, we're like hands up, hands down. If anyone with a yoga mind watches this, they're gonna be like, "This is the worst fucking acting,"
right.
Because it's porn, but also it's like.
Right. I love it when people tell me I'm a good actress in porn. Like even on porn sets, like we'll do something and they're like, God, you're a good actress. I'm like
porn sets remind me of playing like make believe when you were a kid. Like,
okay, so you're gonna do this.
Yes.
Yeah, it totally is.
And then you can say something like this. You're like, okay.
Yes,
like let's play house. That's what it is. Did you play a lot of house growing up?
No, I had a brother.
I was so dirty even as a kid. I played house, but I'd always want to be like the little dog so I could look up the girls' skirts.
Oh my god, you were dirty.
At like 4 years old.
It's okay, I was riding the sides of the couch at 4.
Well, hell, at 4 years old, I was looking up saying like, nope, that's not a turn on to me. Don't want that.
What's that dangly thing you got though? I like that though.
Well,
all right, we need to get the fuck out of here.
We just finished all of them, so that's great.
Oh, we just finished all over your face.
Well, we will see y'all next week.
That's how my work day usually is.
Mine too. They were like, anyone want the bukkake? And I was like, are y'all paying me for a bukkake? I don't want the bukkake. Like, this is a porn set. We're all sluts, but I don't want a bukkake.
Anytime the cum shot doesn't have to be on my face, and the guy's like, "Where's the cum shot?" And I'm always like, "Probably on my face." And they're like, "No, it can be anywhere." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
I know.
My butt, my boobs, my anywhere. Yes, yes.
I'm always like that too. They're always like, "Go down there and eat the cum." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat the cum." The cum's the worst.
Just tell me you don't do it.
I mean, I'll do it.
That's me.
If it gets me rebooked, I'm like, I'll fucking put it as a mask. I don't give a damn. Along with check cash, the cash checks cash. I'm like, whatever.
That's true. I'll wear it as a mask as well. I mean, let's be honest.
Maybe have.
How long do I gotta keep this on here? Because they do too. Because they'll go get the camera for stills.
Oh yeah.
After they've actually come, don't move. Don't move. It's like dripping down.
Yeah, and so then you have to lay down flat so it doesn't fall off you, and then you lean up so they can get that one good drip of it coming down. Like, don't move. You're like,
Oh, you guys know all of our porn secrets now. All right, we're really leaving. All right, bye guys.
See y'all next week.